Radio check, radio check. Work is in the air, yo. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us today for some more, possibly boring Hearts of Iron 4 One-Year War gameplay. If you were, first things first, if you were here yesterday, I apologize for the absolutely terrible quality of the stream. That was all on my end. I thought I had things locked down, but apparently the bitrate suffered extensively when we actually went in the thick of things when we were all streaming together. My fault for not double checking things at the last second. Nonetheless, if you still want to check the archive for that one, it's still available here on Twitch, but the mirror will be up sometime next week once the video, or rather the VOD here on Twitch expires. If you still want to watch it, just be warned. It's partially it's mostly a slideshow, and the audio quality is just as variable. Apologies again in advance if you're gonna, or if you're kind of interested in watching the VOD. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We are currently planning to finally invade Side 5, capture Texas colony specifically. Over here, as you can see, Frontier 1, Frontier 2, Frontier 3. Well, things have actually rather changed significantly since we last streamed. I kinda got a little, what do you call it? Kinda got a little interested about what could happen in between the time we stopped, or the time we paused this from 2 streams ago and now. So I kind of did a few missions, or rather a few months off stream. So now, in part, besides side 1, we actually, or rather, besides side 1 and side 2, we now have control of side 4, side 7, and Luna 2. Surprisingly, for something that's supposed to be one of the top colonies on the Earth Federation space, they have not developed this area at all. I really just had to start building up the stuff here. As you can clearly see, some of the factory slots are still missing. Thankfully, though, they didn't have enough defenses in this area, not even a single infantry unit. Just 2 armored divisions that were left out there for some reason. So now we have a larger industrial base to help us expand our armored forces, our mobile forces faster. If you might notice, most of my fleets are actually here, and I have this air mission with no mission or region assigned indicator on top. That is because for at least a couple of months I was running on no fuel. Apparently I sent out too many air interception operations to make sure that I get air superiority for most of my colonies, and that has eaten into my fuel reserves. Actually, it also kept me from conducting operations to capture these other colonies rather easily. Thankfully, we did manage to get our budget back, and we're trying to rebuild our current fuel stock so we can have an easier time securing Earth orbit here. But that's going to take a bit of problems to deal with, because we have to capture Side 5 and Side 6 first. Normally, Side 6 is supposed to be neutral, but in most cases, the Federation calls them in for war. I have no idea why the AI does that, but anyway. Here's our main concern. We can't exactly conduct air superiority operations inside 5 because we don't have any aircraft that can conduct them, or that has the range to get here and provide interception and air superiority operations. We could divert some of our Zanzibar classes here, but the problem is they will be significantly outnumbered, and they're going to eat into our meager fuel reserves much faster than they are doing now. And even worse, The air interceptor, they're a bunch of highly advanced tin cod fighters that can easily swarm most of the slower Zanzibar class. As you can clearly see, they're just flying around here. So, best, I pretty much just ordered every available ship, or rather every available fleet I have, to conduct convoy raiding operations around or rather Side 5, so we can have an easier time dealing with naval landings. Most of their major fleets have actually been detached and are currently stuck trying to get themselves repaired here, or just sticking around because they apparently don't have any more resources to send up here. I have no idea how that happened. Let me double check my. Oh, it only shows my lines. I can't tell how they're getting the resources up. But anyway, we currently have a tiny leash on their meager convoy fleets. We've been hunting them for the last 3 months. Whatever naval forces they have here have not deployed in those 3 months as well. We've managed to score some hits on their convoy lines without having to suffer from interceptions from the enemy's support fleet. The main issue, however, is that I cannot bring them out to battle, so it's mostly a game of fleet and being versus outside in radar patrols. And with no naval bombers to speak of, I can only rely on both my patrol fleets here and some of the port bombing capabilities of my Dodai YS units to handle that. Of course, that means more fuel consumption, but that's the best we can do for now. Anyway, we have to get this area out soon. For that to happen, my airborne forces, which are my primary striking force right now, need to be relieved here in Luna 2 by a garrison unit, which I already have online here, but I might have to get another set of forces just so I can have a bit of a extra, how do you call it, extra bracket of defense, especially since Luna 2 is going to be one of our major production areas. Once we start going for planet-side attacks, I expect extensive casualties in that area. Our next issue here is that we can't exactly conduct operations at Side 6 because we don't have enough air support that can reach it right now. Then there's also the issue of naval forces currently planted on orbit. Let's see here. Majority of the naval bases in orbit currently has at least one fleet. Well, there's at least one detached battleship here, apparently. There's 5, but they're not exactly in the field right now because 4 ships are awaiting repairs. There's the Hat fleet, the only fleet available to the Dominion at Hat. We managed to kick out because we've already taken over Hat a couple of streams ago. This one here, right? Yep. The first one we actually captured. For the time being, I'm trying to build up my reserves, and then we're going to set up a paradrop operation from Side 1, possibly. Then we're going to take on the Texas colony. Hopefully, air superiority will be an issue. The other option we have, actually, is fleet supremacy, which means we're going to need some naval patrols to handle the landings. But that would require deploying the 12th Special Duties Group, who are currently on garrison duty here inside 7. Shar, by the way, is still wounded after an extensive landing operation was conducted here by both guys in orbit from here, and some of the surviving armored divisions from Side 6. He's still pretty much wounded, but he'll be back to full operational capability in a couple of days, I believe. Yep, 1 week in fact. We've also managed to conduct some extra research now, so a lot of new units have been added to the field, including the Debuta class, Gelgoog cannons, in fact, and we've got a Dolos coming up in a couple of months. That's gonna boost our naval or space navy capabilities significantly. Now the main issue is trying to get air support here. Since I really can't decide if I want to divert all of my Zanzibars here, or if I'm just gonna have to make do with a naval attack. There's not much naval supremacy here, actually. In any case, we're gonna have to divert some of these guys here for sure. Gonna need another set of naval bombers, probably. There you go, full transfer. That gets the supplies up and running. Let's see what's on the research job. Maintenance Company 3, beam machine gun. Yeah, there is. Gilded Marine Commander type. I've also got the Garibaldi Alpha. Just about ready to go, but I don't know if I want to add it in a production unit. And we've got Recon Company upgraded as well. All of the industrial and engineering projects are now complete, so I don't have to worry about that much. The main issue now is trying to get things fixed properly. Oh, where's this guy gone? Oh. Conducting defense operations back. Looks like they came back from reinforcing one of the front lines being attacked here on the side. Fuel production should come up a bit further soon. Oh no, not again. Here they come again. Luna 2. Fortunately, we don't have any ships to spare. With a very weak radar so far, we can't exactly tell where they'll be coming from and when. For the time being, let's just focus on building up the pressure here on side 5, so we can finally get the Texas colony. And probably get some more of the resource. Ace promotions. I've been actually getting a lot of aces, or rather, I got a lot of aces in the off-stream run I did. Unfortunately, because of our fuel situation, I can't really make the most out of them. I can assign them to squadrons, but most of those squadrons are currently stuck in base because we don't have the fuel to keep them all operational the next few months. Very least, maybe we can assign some of the other ones to other squadrons that are still available for operations. Good, but that's a lot of them. And to this one, veteran of 2 bomber wing are currently without an ace, and they're conducting port strikes. I need somebody who's good at naval targeting, probably ground attack as well. This guy seems nice. 10% naval targeting. Yep. The other guys are also multi-role, actually. Capable of also conducting tactical, close air support, and... Wait, these are all just close air support. Nobody's a fighter in this one for once. Okay. Should probably check the other squadron, see if they need aces. And... But here... Well, I can use them. Guys, naval target engineering, ground attack factor, nope. But he's currently in strategic bombing role, though. Up, no. Tactical goal here. Which means if I need somebody... Thankfully, so far, the only ace we've lost is the Mute Morgescu, who we lost earlier in the conflict, sometime around 0080, actually. Rather, 0081. Hopefully, they won't be capable of taking out most of our new aces right now. Another naval targeting specialist. It's another naval targeting here. Most of our aces are mostly ground attackers, yes. Most of the fighters are currently busy at home. We can't exactly send air superiority here because we don't have the range. Those freaking tank cars are annoying. we lost one of the bombers again. You guys are heavily banged up. Experience is dropping significantly because of those interceptors. Exactly deploy them as effectively as I want to. Probably need an expert to guide them, so we're gonna send this guy over again for naval targeting. I'm gonna keep some of the aces back until we can secure more airspace, so we're gonna need so that we can use them for these direct operations here, or maybe send them out for ground support once we hit the planet side of things. We've been doing a good number on those convoys so far, so that's a good sign. The real issue is that we can't do anything against their heavy fleet. Unless we can take out their fleet in one action, we have no chance of gaining naval supremacy in space. The Garibaldi Alpha is out. There's mass production. I don't want to build it. It's ugly. It's also not a direct replacement to the dome, so it's a mess up for our production lines. Now, what else do I have on? I already got the Galgo Commander ready to finish in 13 days. Should get the camphor up. Just so oh yeah, this is a special unit. How long? It's gonna be 2 months until we can get a camphor out on frontline duty. Don't know if I want to send him out as a direct combat op or as a support unit. Probably given to the mountaineers. Look at this cavalcade of ground attack self-flight systems. And what? Ah, naval combat, finally! And I also have some free civilian factories. Oh, come on! It just ran into another convoy. I have free civilian factories I can use to expand our capabilities here, I believe. Or our factory should do the trick here. Expand our little... Expand the rail lines here. Get some naval ports out. Yes, thank you. To keep them busy. Our radar services will expand in a couple of months as well. Why do they do those naval bombing animations when they're using recon pilots for the job? I don't get it. Another ace is promoted. Getting random numbers of resistance here and there. Keeps jumping up and down. Thankfully, we have some local support already. Most of these occupation issues won't be a bit of a problem. For example, here inside too, where things started up, we have currently an average of 68% compliance in all districts. So production is high up there. Don't need to worry about that from now, even though there's a 33% resistance to our current occupation capabilities. I don't feel like upping the intensity of occupation because our production is already low as is, and I need that fuel. So I'll take the sabotage hit over losing the entire production line. All of these naval actions are nothing but convoy hunts. You'd think the enemy, with their superior naval capabilities, would deploy against us, especially since they have an advantage, even though we're pretty much at parity in naval supremacy. Apparently not. I should get somebody else for this. Personally, I probably think I could get some airborne tanks here. These are non-airborne. Can't use that. All mobile suit lines, so we can't go there either. As it was Italian. Yeah, I can get an airborne Battletech, maybe. Maybe not. We already have problems with supplies as far as mobile suits are concerned. Let's keep it that way. We actually lost the pride of the fleet in action here while I was playing off stream, by the way. That was pretty much the last major action that the enemy's Federation's main combat fleet got into before now, which is kind of annoying. All been positioning issues, and most of my admirals don't seem to have a good grasp of that capability. Blockade running, fleet protection, superior tactician, and Ironside. What's Dole's learning? Blockade running, spotting, fleet protection, tactician, space expert. Wait, what? Doesn't he already have a space expert? Apparently not. You're a hustler, blockade runner, spotter, fleet protector, tactician, and Ironside. Not much there. Anything here either that I can have access to. But it looks like Side 5 is currently really teaming with troops on the border who are ready to wreck anybody who's gonna try to land in either of these three ports. The 2 is still under threat of naval invasion, but I can't see anything, and I can't tell where they'll be coming from. 10%. Construction work still ongoing. Unfortunately, Marine Commander type's done. I cannot build any more fuel, or rather artificial fuel there. So we'll have to go to Side 7 for that job. Now, who do we want? Command type gone and done. Should focus on more of the infantry support. Maybe finish up the line on special forces first. That should be doable. I don't know if I want to build the Gelgood command type. I don't want to. Command type should be good, but we already have a tonload of Gelgoogs in squadron support, so I don't want to use most of our special forces slots. Still have room for 4 divisions, apparently. I might just add something else to the Mountaineers once we're done. By that, I mean the camphor. Just keep another naval convoy attack. Recruit and deploy. 5 special forces capacity. Why 5? 1, 3, 4. Those guys, huh? And they have, a Gelgu cannon. Or rather, they have a Zaku cannon in support. I could probably deploy the Gelgu commander here, but... well, it is a marine formation, yes? Marine should have a marine commander. So we're gonna put this girl here. That up. Now we're missing production. What else do I... how many Gelgood Marines do we have? Currently, HR, misclick. Currently have 2 of them. We're only using 2 slots. We don't have to worry about that much. So I think we can produce it pretty handily. Yeah. Oh. Wow, this is expensive. Oops. Now that the Gelgood Marine is up, Probably gonna need some other, or rather a larger formation here of regular forces. Now, who do we want? HQ's current composition is 2 main battle tanks, wind battleship, motorized formation, and 2 mechanized formations, along with a logistics company, a Zamo, signals, armored recon, and engineers. I have no idea what line battalion is supposed to be. Where are my line tanks? They're listed as an HQ for some reason. More naval battles here. We only have 5. Still no sign of anything from the enemy's space fleets. Without any actions from that, we can't really do anything. War is going 0% in favor of the aggressors, apparently. I have no idea how that works. Despite the fact that they've lost a million in their field and manpower, but we have only lost 41,000, and we still have full control of our territories and are expanding, even though not as rapidly as I want it to be. Main issue now is trying to find out ways of how to effectively clear out the opposition here. As we have a good amount of naval supremacy, but not enough to conduct naval operations, and absolutely no air support to handle the issues here. It is imperative that we capture one of these side docks so we don't have to worry about transferring troops by sea. So what are our options? Where are you guys? Ooh, that looks nice. Main brigades are ready. Just needs a couple more training ops, I suppose. Oh, where's the mountains? Probably should wait until we can get mobile suits to support these guys, and then we'll start naval invasions here. Outdated hardware? What? Beam rifle's outdated. The heck? Whatever. Get that beam machine gun up and ready to parry up. Section there, just need to get more research slots up, I suppose. All mobile suit weapons currently needed have upgraded to current standards. So I think it is a good time as any to expand our infantry support capabilities first. Get us a field hospital, reducing XP loss and all that. We've still got a lot of events and decisions to make, but I don't want to do that now. Already switched to total mobilization, in fact, so that reduces our recruitable population but increases the production capabilities of our factories, keeping limited exports. Personally speaking, I don't want to do. I want to do closed economy, but can't do that since we don't have either of the required parties for the option. Sticking to limited exports, and it does give us some bonuses, even though they're the lowest level of bonuses. Not much to worry on that end. Let's say, where do we send this guy out? It's land formation. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need probably to send those guys to Site 7 Garrison. 15th Mobile Corps is currently defending much of Side 1. We're gonna need some larger formations to support Norris here. Yeah, speaking of Norris, because we already completed the Apsalus production line in research, I did manage to get some of the 8th MS team events in the pipe, even though they're not listed here yet. It's probably incomplete, but they just had it implemented because of the research options we have. Which basically means we got Norris as a free unit, free commander rather. Not exactly that much as far as skills are concerned, but he starts with a command level, or rather command skill of 4, which means he can get 18 divisions under his command. And he does have the mobile suit, mobile armor capability, which gives him a boost when commanding divisions with mobile suits in them. We also had Aina briefly, and she had some signs. She had some good bonuses for starting commanders, but unfortunately, because of event choices, she is now officially considered MIA, and we can't access her skills anymore. Her positioning has been awful all year. Seriously. Okay, this is a good one at least. Quick one just ran into them, and they didn't even have a chance to escape. Here, though. Oh, not there. Okay, that's better positioning. If the convoys are just leaving out, we managed to strike them just before they can get into a good position to escape. But other than that, things have been absolutely terrible for our fleets out here. Should get another division up. Probably another set of mobile HQs. Airborne armor, maybe? No. 41 to 47s. How many of that? Oh, it's okay. So it's a total of 77 special operation slots, so not much to use there. I should probably... Wait, what about the airborne tanks? Anything? Oh, we have a Javelin support here. Fortunately, there's no debut class models yet, so pretty much sticking in with the Gallop here. Pretty nice combat animations though, so that's not much to complain about. Oh, I really need to get the naval capabilities up. Ah, sweet. More surface ships available. The Munich and Machine. Who needs more numbers? Okay, let's send you in with the Solomon Guard Fleet's 3rd Reserves. Look at that Guazine class over there, just rolling around. Ah, the naval rather than convoy wiped out. I'm going to assume the reason why some of these enemy forces aren't moving up their convoys, or rather moving out from the naval base, is one, they only have a level 2 naval base in most of these spaceports for some reason, and two, the naval bombers have done an excellent job destroying, or rather doing damage to some of those ports, which is why they can't really repair effectively. These cruisers have been detached for the past 2 years. 5 of those ships are still awaiting repairs, but they can only support 2 at the same time, and thanks possibly to naval damage, they can't really conduct the repairs in peace, despite the fact that, yes, they have the advantage in interceptors, and they've disrupted 50% of our bomb runs and recon operations. But because they're a bit faster, we can't really handle them effectively. Only he had more numbers. They call it. If I had more fuel and a larger number of Zanzibars, I could have handled the air superiority jobs easily. Hey, just maybe we can switch over some of the Zanzibars to conducting air superiority work side 1 again. Send you over here to Solomon. Back to Solomon, rather. I'm going to send you to side... Not that there. There! I'm going to send you over to side 5 itself to conduct air superiority work. Anybody else here that I can deploy? Anybody here? Here. Zegoks have pitifully short range, so they can't really conduct air superiority operations there. Just keep them in fence. How about here? Oh, nobody. all interceptors and they're handling home defense operations, so we can't really use that either. Back at home, most of our strike wings are on standby. Oh, we have one. Hmm. We can switch them over to air superiority, I suppose. But I do want to use them for some strategic bombing, so I'm keeping in reserve for the time being. These guys are conducting naval strikes in the atmosphere, so that's no use. Fine, let's get them on an air superiority work. A lot of air superiority jobs. Tough to actually do something. We only got 20 against 100, but we managed to take out one at least. Gonna need more planes. Or Zanzibar should do us good. Unfortunately, that's not gonna help our fuel status, so just have to divert some of these guys. Conducting air recon. I already have an air recon squadron handling side 5, so you guys are going to switch over to air superiority. I'll keep the Lee Marlene squadron in ground attack here on Eastern Australia. I should probably give them somebody who can conduct air close air support. Well, yep, that should keep them a bit hot, a bit more handy. Who do we want? See how things are happening there now. Things a gauge. Why are they moving the area instead of conducting air superior air? The heck? Oh, we're shooting down their aircraft extensively though. There goes a tin cod. Still need some better air superiority to handle their heavy fire squad. Or fight a heavy fire support. They are dealing a significant amount of damage to the air superiority, or rather to the interceptors in... Ace killed by Ace? Oh, dear. Please tell me that's not one of ours. I hear anything about somebody getting killed in action again. That's a lot of reserve pilots that I can't, or I haven't used. Up, there it is. We got another one. Somebody in a Bawaku got shot down. And Peng has been hit and is out of action. Southfield, right? Yep, there he is. Sundance Peng, one of the newer, one of the newer aces got shot down. Dang it. I had to replace you. Enable targeting operation, so I am going to send some enable targeting abilities to replace you now. Two aces! Two aces shot down. Thankfully not as fast as I'm worried about, but still. Lost aces are lost aces. Ow! The looks of it, the third support fleet, or rather the second, the above guard fleet is gonna need to detach some of their ships soon. Serious damage on the guys. Detach for repairs. I'm gonna send the Vamal at home as well. I should enable automatic split up for these ships. So we have convoy protection here, or rather we have control of the area inside 5. Could probably afford to send some of the damaged ships home. Hopefully they don't get mixed up with a surprise patrol. To replace those guys that are currently detached, I'm sending one of the newer Chive classes over to reinforce the third escort, or rather third reserve flotilla. Yeah, nothing but one-hit convoy kills. Solo convoy ships? This can't be right. How about air superiority? Air superiority is still down. While we do manage to shoot down most of their fighters, they keep sending in new ones. It's gonna be a battle of naval attrition by the looks of it. Now there's sunk convoy. They cannot conduct aircraft. Rather, I can't conduct airborne operations with these numbers. Gonna need some more lead. Why they're not moving properly? Hang on a second. Where's my interceptor squadrons? Here. The heck? Do I not have a Baku squadron name? That can't be. Okay, there it is. Approaching side 5. Are they not doing the jobs I want? I'm hearing planes getting shot down one after another. Oh, that's not good. They got core boosters in the area. Disruption on our side, though. That's annoying. Unless we can deal with the increasing number of enemy interceptors, we cannot conduct airborne operations here. So I really think it might be a good time as any to just land the ships here. But I need somebody to replace the 12 Special Duties Group inside 7 for garrison work. Ollie should detach some of the units from the Xeon Home Guard to handle that. They already got their hands full trying to keep the core territories home, so maybe not. Ace killed other Ace. Looks like we managed to come back and take revenge on the Aces we just lost. Yeah, currently we only have the Mute Morgescu and Sundance Ping in the KIA list so far. Tonload of Aces and verbs who we can't. Oh, I don't really want to deploy recklessly right now. And then I call it something else I could use here. Be another set of probably National Guard units. And that's gonna eat up into our manpower mostly. Should probably get some more. Now what we need is more fuel. The best way, of course, to get fuel is to get them from the planet, but unfortunately, they have the atmosphere control, so we can't do anything about that just yet. So for the time being, we have to get more of the, or rather, get all the colonies, and then expand our artificial fuel production. Just convoys upon convoys, and I'm not getting anything out of this. That tin cod is flying in reverse. He's inverted. He's falling back up. The heck? That Maverick got the controls on that thing. These guys still not eligible for an update. Still not eligible, yes. Ooh, there he goes. Still low on air superiority because they still have a significant number of fighters in the area. I may have to divert another squadron there. Our fighters are just way short and they can't even reach here. Right, Rather the dupes, to be honest. That's a lot of damage. At this rate, I am definitely going to have to call in some extras from the reserves that have not been deployed for air operations. Can't use that. The only squadron I have here. Gonna have to move them here to the atmosphere sector. Rather, was that we are gonna need you to conduct naval operations here. Naval reconnaissance is going to be helpful in telling us if they're moving their ships out of the area or not. Unless we can get a hold of that area, we can't deploy our amphibious mobile suits, so I can't really use them right now. And they have a 100% penalty in everything if you try to use them in space, so they're absolutely useless in that regard. Expand the capabilities of Marines. Yes, thank you. Marines are almost ready to go. It's on. Just need to just need to deploy Camphor, but still a month away. Naval engagement? Yep. Convoy hunt. Luna 2 is under invasion? Yes, thank you. Good handling there by our local garrison unit. Looks like another win for... Which one was... yeah, Gato is currently in command of 5th Airborne since we moved General von Cuspin, Herbert von Cuspin, to the 8th Land Fleet, which is a bunch of land battleships and armor. His skills are better suited for mobile, or rather armor support, rather than mobile suit defense, so I had to move him there instead to make the most out of his capabilities. Meanwhile, Gato, who has both Nightmare and Solomon and mobile suit capability, are... Wait, what? Where did it go? I had Nightmare of Solomon in here before. What the heck? Oh, there, it's still there. It lists both War Hero and Nightmare of Solomon, which gives it some boosts to division organization as long as they're mobile suits. So he has War Hero on. His promotion costs are cheaper. Don't know if I want to use them now though. So we're gonna lose a field commander, and he'll have to become a field marshal instead. Other possible invasions, this time side 4. And nothing much on the convoy side of things. We still do not have air cover, air superiority rather. At the very least, we are actually dealing extremely heavy damage on their fire wings, thankfully. Soon as the fighter wings are knocked out of action, we're gonna send our transports over to conduct paradrop ops. Sending over here before west side, so we can have the 6th Airborne ready to jump as soon as we are able to handle the air superiority issue. And things are about to get trippy now as we managed to significantly reduce their air superiority now. Things are switching over to our side. We're currently at 40% superiority. Just need to check out some more of these 10 cards and we're freaking gold. Joyous sound of 10 cards going into the water now. Rather, going deep into the depths of space after their pilots got shot down. Yep. Couldn't invade that one even after he went supersonic and he's not going down hard. Naval port strikes doing our part, keeping the enemies out of our naval ways. Shoot, they've deciphered some of our codes again. Oof. That's another set of shot down pilots. Eee. None of the none of the interceptors are available to strike at our ground attack and port attack units for the time being, which is good because we need them to be busy with fighters while our naval port capable, or rather our naval bombers are handling the port strikes. Active attack. Positioning is bad again. Looks like these guys came out from a different angle from where the patrol fleet was. Getting more shoot downs here. We're now down to 139. Still need better air wings though. Probably should send up another squadron indeed. I hate to do this because of our fuel situation. The significant amount of enemy aircraft leaves us with no choice. Do I seriously not have everything else? Maybe, right? I only have production of still Zanzibar 1 here. I got to the... There he is. Oh, they're still upgrading, I see. Well, whatever. Let's deploy the Zanzibar squadron here. I have 2 of them on air superiority roll. We're going to be conducting air superiority. You are going to be conducting strategic bombing with a focus on enemy. What do I want? Don't have radar here. Time being, I think you should stop conducting start conducting strategic bombing then, and focus on air superiority work. The more planes covering this area, the better. It'll be easier for our paratroopers to conduct operations with that. Promoted another ace by moving some of these aces up to the newer squadrons. But he was a fighter pilot? No. Not. In that case, no, I can't send my interceptor pilots with the Zanzibars. Why are the Zanzibars used for air superiority anyways? I don't get it. Is it because they can travel between Earth and space? Is that it? Right, we're sending some of the newer guys here, dedicated interceptor pilots for the squadrons. How about this one? Somebody is piloting a fighter squadron area. They do have naval attackers, so I'm going to send some of the naval squadron pilots here. Switch over to this side. They already got a ton load of ace pilots for their fighter pilots here. Fighter wings. I don't see anybody else. But there. Oh, yeah, these guys are also on standby, just so we can save on fuel. Time being, that should be enough, hopefully. Still listings. Probably still prepping up back here. There you go. And we have civilian factories we can use for other work here. Is it still down to 3? Linitude's infrastructure seems to be fine. Let's go and maybe expand the naval ports. Our naval ports there. Land ports should be good. Yep. And get some supply lines up. just the railways. Like so. That's gonna be it for now. Still have some military naval ports, dockyards, and factories I can use, but I'm keeping them reserved until we have an actual access to combat options here. Alright, air superiority is now up to 67%, and the enemy's air assets are going down significantly faster, thanks to having 50 of these Zanzibar-class planes there. Thankfully, fuel production is keeping up with the increased number of aircraft. Let's hope it stays that way, though. Being lost to attrition because of counterbombing, I expect. Oh, apparently not. It's just resistance then. Naval combat in the sci-fi sector is just convoy raiding again. Why isn't the enemy fleet moving up? I know they have an advantage, even though some of them are badly damaged, but... Ah, we lost one of our planes. Tough, that's not an ace, though. Air detection higher. Radars number airplane region. It's because of the bad weather. Night fighting pilots aren't exactly the best. Things aren't going too well as far as air support. Hang on a second. There we go. Now we have an air advantage. Let's just chop off their air capability a bit more. Then we're gonna land here, capture this naval base. Here's our options. Conduct an airdrop operation here west of Wathorpe. There's a Texas colony over on the east side. Air superiority operations on Wathorpe. Drop the paratroopers here. Have the paratroopers dig in. Send in the 12th Special Duties Group to drive to Texas. Hopefully they don't have any more space mines in the area. And then handle the rest from there, I suppose. Currently have advanced air superiority. Just drop the numbers of enemy interceptors a bit more so we don't suffer significant losses on the drop. These guys have X. Yep. Perfect. Just below maximum range of our transport planes. So it's going to be an easy runner, or rather a bit of an easygoing, as long as we can significantly secure air cover in the area. But that will require more planes. Let's not forget that we have to worry about air superiority here as well, apparently. Alright, Kemper is now out and ready for production, so let's get those guys in. 2 and 12 up 2. Campers a week, not too bad. Send them out to the mountain formations. Get one of the up here. Yeah. Fur. Camp brother here. Comfort. It's gonna reduce our available special forces slots by 1, hopefully. Camper laser type. Nope, let's just go for standard 20 days. No need to worry about the links there. Ooh! We're really wrecking out their AA now. Just needs a number more of these fighters to go down, and we can safely say that airborne operations are going to be green and go. Ah! They shot down 2 of our planes! Hopefully it's not one of our aces. Air efficiency is good. Eesh. Fuel lines went down by 2.8 left though. They're still shooting out most of our support aircraft. Okay, so we currently have 410 units on naval strike missions, 20 on air recon, nobody on strategic bombing, logistics, and air supply. We just got a fresh injection of new fighters. Great, just great. If we're going to be doing any airborne operations, it should be now. We need to get those the aircraft out of the way so it'd be a bit more difficult to conduct air operations, and just so we don't have to worry about losing any more aces, I suppose. Right, Gato, prepare your guys to conduct air landings on the west end of water. Yes, thank you. Bring those guys up now. We're waiting on resources to be complete, organization to be full, and probably some reserves we can deploy out here. Honestly, I can deploy another mobile tank division instead to provide garrison work here, but I could probably just deploy some of the home guard. So, honestly, considering they're having a hard time landing already, maybe the two guys here from the 3rd Rapid Reaction Force should be enough. We can detach some guys from the 15th Mobile Corps to jump over here, but there's only 9 divisions handling side 1 right now, and it's still at risk of invasion, so maybe not. Once paratrop operations are complete, we should be able... Ow. Why are they not doing anything? I still need air superiority inside 5. That's base 4, at 2, side 5 sector. Ah, we lost air superiority because of the injection of enemy fighters in the area. No wonder. We'll have to contend with that for now. Hopefully our Zanzibar should be enough to take care of that. Zanzibar, yeah. Currently have 25 of the standard Zanzibar and 25 Zanzibar Kai. A couple of old ones flying alongside a couple of new ones. 66 of Fighter 2 and 100% of Fighter 2. Must be some strange variance in air superiority for that one. Still doing some serious damage on their convoys at the very least. No surface units yet. That's an issue. Aggression and guaranteeing independence. Nothing there I can use. Much as I like to take over von Braunat right now, I already did that last time and I had a hard time taking over their positions even though they have a significant disadvantage in ground force, mostly because their naval bases were pretty tough. I want to spend more time trying to get that. Honestly, you can probably, they call it, no. Gonna need that for different production, I suppose. How's air superiority going along? A little bit low, 53%, mostly because of these freshly injected fighters. Side 4 is on resistance again. Heal Hospital 4 complete, perfect. In that case, I guess it is time to bring out the big guy, Xiong. Stand by to engage. Still have a slot here. Armor and artillery complete. Probably should expand the capabilities of our infantry support companies. Finish up on the engineer regiment? No, let's get some recon up first. Bit more. Really should have a larger radar presence in this area. Speaking of naval invasions, Side 7 is under threat of naval invasion again. Bunch 1120 apparently. This guy. We have a radar in the area, so we have an advantage in discovering their fleet early, but we don't have any nearby fleets to support and take out their task forces. You have an air base in the area which they can take advantage of, but they'll have to land significantly closer than that. We now have 51 divisions in orbit. Not a lot of them are in proper action. What else do we have to worry about? There's a good chance that the enemy fleet is going to be banged up pretty soon. Just need to clear out the air superiority a bit further. Base has been promoted. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Side 7 still under naval threat. I don't know if I want to move this paratrooper operation yet. Base is promoted in 2 days. Production still not able to fully fill our needs or our reserves. The factories are getting me more war factories in Luna 2 then. Can I seriously not expand both dual and synthetic production? Lane. Oh, that's where the airfield is. Gonna have a rail line here. Another rail line connect supply hub. I build a supply hub here. There you go. And that should keep the air supply here. No need to worry about attrition, I suppose? Nope, they're already suffering from some supply status issues. Definitely gonna need to expand on that now. Prioritize construction of supply hub Luna 2 along with a railway. Supplies go along steadily on this side as well. Probably gonna need some trucks to get up faster. I just need to get air superiority here, and we can. Ah, dang it! Another fresh drop. Up to 112 fighters again. Imagine knockouts on their buildings, though. Yeah, there we go. Let's drop them now. Conducting. Yes, perfect landing. Once we've secured that port, I'm sending in the rest of a third 12 special duties group. Where are they? We just need these guys to be ready to drop in and secure the port lines. There you go. Deploying as needed. We'll have... Excellent. Ooh, that means there's some naval action going on. Admiral Synapse sent out an escort fleet to support the convoys, but they came out just way too late. Managed to win that one. Everybody else seems to be just in convoy hunting work right now. Anything here? Nope. To worry about so far. How about this part of the line? Nothing there either. Well, we managed to capture their port side here next around water. We just need to capture the airbase in Arizona and then clear a spot through Texas. And then from there we can split up the front lines, wait for the rest of the reinforcements to come in, and then sooner or later, Side 5 is going to be our control. As simple as that. Just need to reorg our positions, or rather reorg our attack forces, wait for the 3rd Marine Group to come in and provide some numbers, and then bada ding, bada boom. So nice seeing the animation action for the Zaku 1 sniper, to be honest. What? Oh no, don't tell me we got naval action here. Oh no! Enemy has air superiority inside 5 again. Looks like another fresh injection of fighters. And unfortunately, because they have fighter superiority, we can't really get close air support as good as we want to. Let's hope that the Zanzibars do their jobs properly this time. Things are taking so long. Get here. Arrows are still dug in and providing defense. Funny seeing the goof, rather the camphor with a machine gun, rather the assault rifle, rather than standard shotgun. Let's see if you can actually what's on this. See if we can actually change that, just in case. Was it was the Mountain Division? Yeah, camphor beam rifle. How does it look like if we change it? Infantry, Mountaineers, Dome Cannon generic, Desert Zaku, Camper generic. Pretty much it. Ooh! Ooh, these look nice! I'm going to assume this is supposed to be Rombarel's Dome cannon. But this is Gato's Dome. Why is it a cannon? That's somebody I don't recognize. Ah, that's a ghastly green. I don't think I like that. Sure. Oh, this looks like the Zaku Amazing. I'll take that. Where's that guy? Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Now let's wait for the Marines to organize themselves, and then we'll send these units on a two-way tour. There's a set of garrison troops up on the front line. Divisions. Marines are still organizing. What the? Where are you guys going? Oh, come on. Seriously? Well, if the Marines are going back to their designated defense spots, we'll send the paratroopers out on a drive then. We have two options, or rather three rundown options. Go straight here, go to Texas, or take the frontier lines. So we'll split them up via this line. Set the front line here. Assign divisions front. Beat that one. Assign the first set of division. Assign the first airborne division to defensive line Alfred. They're going to be taking Texas. This joint unit of light airborne on standard mobile suit will be... No. Going to the frontier. And these units will be conducting... Let's see. Execute properly. They're moving, I suppose. Wait, they're not moving. What the heck? Pause. Need you guys to conduct this operation. You guys are gonna be conducting this one, and you guys are gonna be conducting one on the left flank. Execute your orders, thank you. Even though they have the numbers, supposedly, we have the bonus of organization. So I think we have the advantage here. Wow, they moved Cyber new type development already? That's not good. But that means they're at a disadvantage when they're trying to defend the positions. Barbary, why did you become a Cyber new type? Thought you were better than this. Still moving. Still moving. Why not moving towards that area? Hang on, I'm bleeding a second. Stop, stop. This is supposed to be the Marines' job. Why did they move back? Back here. Right. That's what you want. Let's split up these guys while holding this area and waiting for the Marines to return. Rather than waiting for the Marines to return, I mean. Push out these guys here. Oop. Texas is finally under our control. Hopefully that means no more worrying about frontline units for the time being. Paratroopers out. Of course Texas is hot. Wait until the Marines come back. Then going to... We'll get more supply factories now, thankfully. Means radar has been upgraded significantly. We should get some more military factories up, though. Oops, that's a little too many. One of each, thank you. Let's go. Oh, they're still at moving through the side. Chase, I'm sending you back in. You guys need to be at least supporting the front line by attacking on the left side. Naval invasion on side 4. Mind. It was going to be harder. Apparently they sent in just a token amount of naval forces to land. Civilian victories! Build up the infrastructure around here, since that's the one that's currently in a bind. Expand the capabilities of our naval forts. build stronghold network there. Airlines are busted currently. And here, drop a supply line. Thank you. Oh, they got a staff office bonus. So how are things going on there? Shock tactics failed. Stacking penalties. Got too many division incoordinations. Meanwhile, we have access to intel advantage and air support. But they have a shore bombardment bonus, which means... Wait, is the shore bombardment from our ships or theirs? I don't know anymore. Okay. It's just convoys here. Probably from the ships that are currently in port. Or however that actually works in canon. But since this is just Hearts of Iron 4, that basically has ships on a shoreline anyways. Hello, it's Kringle. I hope you're still in the chat. Sorry for not seeing you earlier. Glad you can join us for some Hearts of Iron 4 one-year war. We're currently trying to capture the Texas colony and the rest of Side 5, so we can soften things up and make things easier for securing the orbit of the orbital defenses around Earth itself. We got paratroopers, rather space paratroopers, holding most of the Texas colony area. And things aren't exactly as good as I thought they would be. Seems most of the locals around the Loom area have some staff office support, but they're pretty much not exactly organized because we don't have a commander in charge, or rather, they don't have a decent commander in charge. Delay tactic has been countered. Maybe it's time to provide support. At the very least, their air superiority has been knocked out since we captured their airport, so they don't have anything to disrupt our close air support capabilities. Now we're just handling close air support and recon missions. Surprisingly, no task forces are engaging our patrol fleets right now. Okay, they stopped their attack. Looks like they ran out of organizational speed for that one. And they're renewing it at this rate. Okay, Signal Company is up to level 3. We should get the engineers up now, so it won't be a problem for later. Finally, the Marines have arrived. But they'll have to recharge their organization before we can send them out to a frontline attack again. Tricelia, I'm gonna need you to conduct a frontline operation there. Nope, later. Let's hope the reorg isn't too slow. How long will it take? A bit more. 68 organization apparently. 20 in the Xeon Defense Military Academy gave a bit of a boost there. Time being, let's send out the Marines on a frontline bash towards the USJ-7 Miranda colonies. Industrial 7 around here, apparently. And I'm sending you to... Sending you on a standard attack line across... Wait, what? What are you doing? With that control. Let's try that again. Send you out on... Seriously? On. Okay, whatever. Delete the assignment again. Thank you. Front line should be here. Division assignment mode. It's 3 divisions. Spearhead, you guys are gonna attack this side then if you guys are so insistent. Meanwhile, Gato and his 5th Airborne will conduct a forward up here, I suppose. Can't do any. Okay, that should do it. Assignment. Send them out on offensive line. Yes. Got your orders. Let's do this. Push them out of sight, boys. The attack is not going well for the Marines. The shock tactics have been repelled. Shar, what the heck are you doing? Oh. Looks like they had to switch commanders for some reason. Well, we do have air superiority, so they can't really do some damage to our air assets. These guys are about to frickin' die. Having a hard time pushing through. I thought this was gonna be easier, but apparently not. It's like Herman Yandel and his armored reserves are really piling it up now. Dang it. Seriously? 4th Marine Combat Brigade is losing orb rapidly. What the heck? What factory is available? Just a bit more, we can push further inland. There we go. Looks like we've got a breakthrough on the frontier colonies, at least. Looks like they had to take a rest now, though. Trying to reorg for the time being. Marines have suffered significant damage in that offensive. Meanwhile, the paratroopers are having a bit of a issue with enemy reserves well dug in. They're about to make a breakthrough thanks to the reserves we also have on hand. Why are the Gelgug Marines fuel tanks on its head for some reason? Thankfully, close air support is also doing numbers for us, trying to keep them out of the fight. Now it looks like most of the frontliners have been taken out of the fight as well. Just need to move further in. Come on. Are we seriously not doing anything proper for this one? Okay. Cancel order. Where are they going? Why are they using naval ports? What exactly did they think about this? Why do they use ports to jump between islands? Okay, so everybody else has low org right now. I thought these guys were gonna be easy. Looks like Loom's defenders are a bit tougher than we thought they'd be. And as you could expect from people in the Texas colony where life is a constant battle. More unread naval convoy reports. Alright, looks like Synapse has sent a lone cruiser to try to protect the convoy. And she goes down. That's another Federation ship going out of fight here. We still have to worry about the lack of maneuvering here, mostly because they have staff office support. I try and send the paratroopers out to secure this line. The Marines try to cut. Ooh. Get those guys out of Texas Colony. Yep, thank you. Push them out of the way. Okay, so those were our naval forces. Right? Ah, we managed to shoot down another convoy and take out a space battleship. That poor Magellan-class has been around. Oh, that's 2 Magellan-class battleships, apparently. Excellent work from our combined fleet, managing to wither away at the Federation naval superiority in this area. Where the hell did the Marines go? Get the Marines out here. Leave the paratroopers out. Leave the paratroopers out west, or rather, yeah, out west, and have the Marines move east. What? How you get there? Now get everybody else in the mission. Up here. Oh, that's not looking good for the Federation. Looks like we can get the pride of the fleet around here now. Got a significant boost to heavy guns, thankfully. And also because of our mobile suit capabilities, which count as torpedoes, we have an advantage in long-range attack. We haven't done any damage to them by torpedoes, though. So let's see how things are going. Oop, looks like they're still trying to fight it out. Ah, the capital ship escaped. But they lost another set of battleships there. These guys are down on resources and men. Just a bit more, and Loom is about to fall. Seriously, why are her fuel tanks on her head? About to annihilate an enemy armored formation here. There you go. Loom is now in our control, and they provided us with some tactical bombers, light mobility vehicles, some fuel. Excellent. Land battleships that they're not using for some reason. Couple of infantry equipment, some weapons in the pack, support equipment, and the like. That, my friends, is a wrap for the Texas colony. Like, we managed to sink a couple of Salamis-class ships as well. But there's still a fleet under Balder Cassius sneaking around side 5, trying to provide support for the surviving convoys. Did manage to sink another one, though. Let's see if these guys stand by and fight. By the looks of it, they're not. They ran away again. Meanwhile, Solomon is now under naval attack again. Probably gonna head straight for our air bases, so we gotta defend that. There you go. Enemy armor, knockout action. Cassius' fleet was significantly damaged from that last battle, though. They did manage to run away, but they're still pretty low on health. So whatever the case, pretty much out of the fight. No need to expand here on Side 5, though, since they're fully constructed and there's a lot of factories I can use. Sure use some more radar colonies, though. As well as an update to infrastructure. And some rail lines to make things easier in transferring strategic resources. Yes, thank you very much. Full upgrade to rail. Upgrade to rail. Engineer should be handling the repair of the damaged infrastructure here. Just in case, let's put some anti-air defenses there. Of course, we can add defense nets. They've already filled up most of the lines. That out of the way, we can safely say that Side 5 is now secure. Now we have the nominally neutral Side 6 to deal with, and then we can focus on the orbital defense lines. I'm really tempted to take over from Brown. Probably not in this run. Like I said earlier, I already took over Fun Brown as a different Xeon line before. Since we are friends with Fun Brown right now, they're providing us with some naval support as it is. For the time being, I think it is a good time to let our ships take a rest before they come into action again. You guys are going home to your ports and getting repairs done on your ships as well. A lot of ships damaged, actually. Not so much as I expected, but still. A lot of ships detached for repairs. As the Shekov doing significant work, managing to sink both a Salamis class and a Magellan class standard early Chivy class cruiser in the fight. Rommel, 3 assists and 1 kill. Battleship to boot. The Tokmel only 3 support kills, but they managed to take part in the sinking of 2 battleships, which is a significant boost in resources. Where are these fleets returning to? No, they're still under repair, but they're all repairing in the rather reduced capabilities here at Side 5. Get my construction work on that then. Expanding the capabilities of naval force here. Put them on the priority work. Easier for us to expand our naval forces soon. Just a couple of months, rather. That the way, we have 2 options. Send the paratroopers through side 2, and then we'll have them drop Rebo. Drop them from Luna 2, and have them drop near New Madeira. Not much of a production line on Side 6, though. They do have some naval task forces currently holed up in their ports. So if we deny if we deny those ports to the Federation fleets, it'll be easier to surround them here. I'm sending the paratroopers home back to Luna 2 then. So, get you over here. Have you drop around Rebo, or rather around New Madeira. So, you guys not going back yet. But, no. Right. Because, I haven't sent them back here yet. They won't make a strategic jump back unless you start the activate tab here, I suppose. Well, the 4th Marine Combat Brigade suffered significant casualties in this last action, and they are now down to level 2 veterancy. They took the brunt of most of the fighting, and they are now in need of some rest and refit. Meanwhile, the 3rd Jaeger Infantry Division managed to get some XP up of that. Now they're level 3 regular and much the relatively most experienced division in this fight. 3rd Marine Combat Brigade still at third regular, but their XP growth has been halted mostly because of that last action as well. But we get another set of units out on production. We should get some motorized divisions, actually. Okay. Get motorized division. Oh, we get... nope. Should be enough. Sending a couple of them home in 8 motorized divisions to be trained at home, but near some city. We'll be using them for garrison duties until we start pushing in on the orbital areas. Then things are going to start getting messier there. What kind of gameplay? This is a modded version of Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 4 is like a type of grand strategy game where you control a country and you try to get through most of World War II with your country of choice as you build up your economy and your armed forces, as well as special bonus national focuses that keep you alive, or also focus on uh, getting better technologies for your chosen nation, as well as choosing which path your government shall take. You can either choose to go through the historical points of what happened between 1939 or in 1945, or you can choose your own path and totally disrupt the flow of the Second World War. Now, all of that explanation doesn't really apply to the current game because it's a modded version called Hearts of Iron for 1 Year War. You can either try to uh, recreate most of the original Mobile Suit Gundam story from 0079 until 0080, or you can go down a different path and change how things happened during that particular part of the Universal Century, which is basically what's happening right now. Historically, the 0085 period is when the Titans were already in power, but since we didn't manage to get most of the events for that to happen, we are now currently dealing with the AUG. And our current leader is, by the way, Degwin Zabi, who did not die in 0079. And now our current objective is trying to make the Federation our puppet. So far, not exactly a good thing. Whoa, seriously, what? How did this happen? I guess capturing Site 5 was that significant after all. We are currently 50% in advantage. We only have to deal with Side 6 and most of the Federation before we can call a win for this one. If you're wondering why there's no music, most of the in-game music has triggered the copyright bot, despite the fact that they're part of the game BGM. Since they're mod BGMs, by the way, most of them from the original Gundam OST. Just try to keep it safe so that the VOD doesn't die. Speak. Nice. Need that for later. Need you to get some decryption for Nada. Minion of Hot. Yeah, that's Dominion of Raya. They have a cipher available for that. They don't. I have to decrypt that again. Okay, this area seems to be mostly clear, which means it's just a bunch of support units that need the update. Yeah, sure. Rapidly produce better engineering facilities. Now, what else do I have in type? No projects whatsoever. I guess the last update does not cover that after all. A lot of ships. Why are there so many ships here? Guess some of them just went elsewhere. Whatever. Right, 6th Airborne should be ready to go. Just need... How's air support superiority here? No, anti-air units handling that. Apparently they got anti-air there as well. We lost just one there. Now, with that in the pipe, I think it's possible we divert air superiority units to Side 6. Thankfully, they're well within the coverage area. So I just need somebody to keep an eye out on that, thankfully. Yes. We have air superiority, thank you. Recon company is now at level 3 as well. All our paratrooper units are ready to rock as well, just waiting for garrison units to show up so we can provide defense for Side 5 and have the Marines cover most of that. Probably should also get some more garrison troops here. Seems some of the surviving National Guard units from the colonies managed to escape to orbit. Looks of it. They kind of joined in as foreign, or rather, troops in exile with the AEUG. No idea what tanks they have. At the very least, they're suffering from attrition even worse than we are. So that keeps us a bit safer. Lucky 7. 13th Mobile Suit Regiment, Lucky 7 up. We have 3 NG Zaku's, 3 rocket launcher Zaku's, a Goof, and Zaku Sniper, Armored Engineers, Mechanics, Maintenance Supply, and Signals. That's not good. Just a little under a year on fuel. We've got too many planes rolling up. Even with the ships in reserve, fuel costs have been high. The air unit that's really taking it up. I need more fuel, guys. Why aren't you producing more fuel? Can't make any more fuel lines here because of section limits. Keep an eye out. That could help dealing with resistance forces, which is pretty high right now, by the way. Still decrypting here, though. So what else do I have to worry about? Let's see. Nope. How long till the first of the new motorized divisions become available? 4 months. Well, whatever. Once we send the Idolus out, should be able to get fleets in action again. Just a bit more. A little over a month until the first of Dulles class carriers becomes available for action. So don't have those guys out for combat because our fuel production isn't exactly up to par. Air wings, it says. I'm gonna have to transfer some of these guys to a different front soon. How's our air superiority here? Still doing fine. No stuff to worry about. For the time being, then, let's conduct that paratrooper assault, shall we? Alright. Better spot to hope for. I need you guys to secure the rear of our front line as well, and then go back to the front. Just gonna have to wait until they're fully reorganized, and then we'll send them out to secure lines. Paratroopers, no, 2 paratrooper units and 1 regular mobile suit regiment forward. While another airborne regiment and 2 mobile suit regiments will go to the south. This one. 2 protection. Dagwin. Send you out on an offensive run to the south. Just wait for them to fully reorg, and then we're going to execute. Superior enemy. What else do you need? Almost done with Panzer Leader and Commando, apparently. Alright, that's enough reorging. Let's do this. That is ready. Where's Celia? I'm gonna send some staff off this plan. Thank you. You guys handling Ontario, while these guys are gonna be attacking to Ukraine. Kinda. And that takes care of that. I'm gonna send the entire 6th Airborne on a general advance. Advance across the entire line. And they're not moving. Too low on the org? Okay. Assignment. The front line. Not draw a front line here. Confusing. Can't move that either. In that case, delete everything. Have new front line drawn. Work. In that case, send them out on the front. And they're not moving still. Dude, have the advantage already. No available land route province. Enemy fleets. What? That's the case. Send any available vessels we have to the front. I want a convoy patrol here, here, and here. Nope, they can't do anything about that then. So the fleet's on patrol, maybe they can move up now. Entirety of the 6th Airborne Fleet should be able to handle this nicely. line. Can I not make the front line yet? Come on, man. I have to wait for the Navy to arrive, I suppose. Oh. These are also at... There. Marines are now at full strength. Most of the infantry upgrades are now complete. Can finally focus on finishing this line as well. Detach some of those guys over here. The straits are blocked by the enemy fleet. No bleeding one. We still do not have naval supremacy to prove. It's a good time probably to switch over to full mode. Bearing there. Patrols. Joey patrols. We got 3 navies ready to engage here. Can't find them. Unless we can take out those fleets, we cannot move. We just lost the landing zone again. Where's my Marines? Arrived. Can I deploy here? Anybody from the 15th Mobile Corps should probably move over to that area then. Sending over the 15th to handle Side 5. Should be enough to keep the Marines busy. Finally, some actual naval action. Can you please just sink that cruiser? Love of God. Admiral Proc now, you have chance of a lifetime here. We could sink their pride of the fleet. Just needs somebody to drive there. Pick them out. They got away. Are you kidding me? Where's our nearest air assets? I need a recon run on that area as soon as possible. Probably see something there via the bombing run. Hopefully that's going to be enough to do numbers. We'll have the Marines conduct naval ops then. Really not. We still have an issue with naval supremacy here. So we need to get the 2nd Patrol Flotilla here. Oh, they're ready. Okay, send out on all here. Should be ready. Just close a bit, just a bit below 47%. Unread naval battle actions. Okay, there's one. Managed to sink one of their Salamis classes. The other one got away though. Is the nope, they're still not ready. Dang it. 4 days, I suppose. Let's just send these guys out on support numbers. Fuel production is thankfully managing to keep up at the time for the time being. Let's just hope it doesn't suddenly cut out. This one, it's fuel storage. This one, oil expand. This is a good time as any to expand our shore capabilities. While guys out here in space are busy. Finally! Looks like we have enough naval superiority to handle things. 3rd Marine Brigade could possibly like frontline operations from here. We'll have the regular mobile suit divisions holding the Ukraine area. Where the hell is the 3rd Marines? Are they not moving? Okay, I guess the lines moved a bit further up, so... let's redo that and get another set of front lines. And line from there. And execute. Push those guys out. Have the paratroopers capture Rebo again. Why are they not moving? Oh my god. Just drive up. You guys need support. I'm sending in the regular mobile suit regiments to provide cover. Alright. Western front has been secured. Just have to deal with the east now. Still no action from the heavy fleets. There are now 4 new spottings in the region. Can't confirm if they're separate or the same. And just like that, Side 6 is also out of the running. They're providing us with some civilian trains, tanks, attacker aircraft, light mobility vehicles, and infantry equipment. Still cannot levy any civilian ships because apparently we haven't captured any. And none of these are still available. Come on, man. Turn mouse. Yeah, I need ready. How the hell did I get him? Oh, I need somebody who's wounded. Steiner needs to form the Cyclops Corps. Cyclops team. Gabriel Garcia needs to destroy or capture the Alex. Andy Strauss. Andy survives the Arctic raid operation. Bernie, he managed to develop all the Zakus. What? Oh, some of the late type Zakus are not yet available in Research Corps for some reason. And Al's happy now. I guess you need to get a good end in the MS Igloo storyline to get Al's achievement. Now, what do we need to expand these areas further? I don't know if I have other Zakus I could rather develop. They are around here. They should be somewhere in subflight systems, maybe? Don't tell me we need to set up on naval forces as well. Could be somewhere there. Who knows? Maybe it's actually in need of developing all the mobile suits, not just the Zaku's. Time being, I think this is a good time as any to set up... Ooh, never mind. I thought we were going to be able to set up another build-up for our invasion, but apparently some naval forces have rushed into Side 6 to try to push us out, so we'll have to hold out there. And that's one Salam's-class cruiser and one Magellan-class battleship going down. Excellent, excellent. Admiral Proc now really getting through with his bonuses now. Thanks to our mobile suit capability, counted as torpedoes, we have a good backup here. Some of the ships ran away. There we go. Big action victory there. We managed to sink 4 Salamis-class cruisers, 2 from the Federation and 2 from Side 6, and then we also managed to sink Magellan-class. Excellent luck there. Things seem to be going well in space, but the real issue is now getting to deal with orbital defenses, which unfortunately means we'll have to work on that soon. Time being, we'll have fleets try to sink the remaining Federation forces inside 6, and then we can focus on the big guns. My amphibious mobile suits are rearing to go. We just need to get open spots here on the orbital lines. Are they using pulse engines or something? That's another battleship down, and 6 cruisers out of the fight as well. Getting some seriously heavy banging up here from Admiral Prochnow. We also have a new mobile suit regiment ready to fight. Sending you to Side 7 as the last of the Side 7 formations, I believe. Yep. And we'll have the motorized divisions handling parts of Side 6 and Luna 2, while the rest of the fighting forces will handle a build-up here in orbit. The Federation fleet is going down significantly fast. Looks like all the advantages Admiral Synapse has built up over the years are about to frickin' go. Think we can get to these guys? Nope. We're still in a disadvantage, apparently. This guy. Oh. It's the new unit moving up to their Side 7 garrison work. Just in time! Here comes the big girl. Dolus, ready to rock. Now, who do we put in? First Home Defense Flotilla, maybe? Yep. Admiral Prochnow has been doing heavy work, so I'm sending the Dolus over to support his forces. This is going to be our pride of the fleet. Being the big ship and all. Look at her mobile suit complement. Absolutely insane. Should probably increase the capabilities of some of these soon. Go down. Nah. We have 1 slot for regular MS-05, MS-06R, a couple of domes, and a single Galgoog squad, so Galgoog team rather. Dolus in the way, hunting the remaining Federation ships in space is going to be a breeze. Question is, where are they? Actually, significant losses there. 2 million Federation service members have lost their lives in the last bit of combat. Can't really put plans in Dolus class after all. It's a mobile suit carrier for the god. I don't think there's any more ships here. In that case, it only leaves us with 1 spot. Unless we've sunk all of their remaining ships, which is impossible. 4 space fleet is docked in orbit around the India space zone. Detached battleship is stuck in the Odessa space zone. There's a couple of knocked rather badly damaged Federation ships in the Africa orbital zone. Also a couple in Australia in the Australian zone, and a couple in the South American zone. Now that we know where they are, about time we switched over and changed the location of our patrol fleets. They're going to be upping themselves first before they conduct any patrol operations. Hang on. Going to be rating, convoy rating, convoy rating, convoy rating. Everybody going around this area. If any of those Federation ships start showing up, they're gonna get sunk by an entirely overwhelming naval number now. We do have naval superiority in space now. Main issue is going Earthside, because I'm definitely sure they have a tonload of surface fleets waiting for us. Let's expand the resource lines here. Need it. Get some radar up. Let's get some. Can't get defense there. Get more anti-air. Set up the infrastructure so it's easier to transfer products. Get some synthetics. No, no more spaces for synthetics there. Space for construction there, apparently. Looks like it's really just Luna 2 and Side 7 that has not been producing a lot of production, or rather a lot of factories up. Gonna fill that up with factories now. 2. Already queued up a fuel production facility there. Now, the next issue is going to be, how are we going to deal with all of this? Sure, they have a disadvantage on the attack, but they are well dug in, and they have the numbers. Trying to conduct a naval invasion would be foolhardy. Going for an airborne assault would be stupid as well, because they flank us and attack us from more sides than we can handle. So by the looks of it, it's going to be an overwhelming focus on one, or rather, it's going to be a wide front attack. Try to get at least 3 of these areas, capture everything that has an empty naval dockyard, and then try to dig in until reinforcements arrive before we push in and secure everything. Surely by that time, the enemy landing zones will be filled with troops that are ready to try to take back orbital stations, which is going to be a bit of a problem later. Thankfully, our air support is handling most of the onshore damage, so we can deal with that for the time being. There's a Dulles class being escorted by her main fleet. These ships are currently on convoy raiding duties. Like there's going to be any use for convoys anymore, since these are the only guys still in Federation control. Granada and Von Braun are thankfully super neutral, so they won't issue. Just need to build the numbers necessary to take out the big guy. Here is done by the looks of it. Basically mean something here. Need to worry about space vessels. These guys are done as well. Looks like it's just the naval forces that need an update. Excuse me. I'm going to increase the basic heavy battery. Thing I can use here? Not. Which fleet is not? Oh. Salmon Guard fleet is currently all under repair. So I can't really use them just yet. In that case, but here, support companies, just the recon company remaining. Case. Waiting for the Zeong to show up. Okay, advanced equipment conversion. Got that part. Convoys to speak of. Case. Wait, escort? Line laying. Honestly, I want to just stick to Strike Force, but I don't think the Federation's gonna send out any of their remaining Space Forces out there. Gonna stick to convoy raiding. Hope the Federation starts getting brash and try to break through our convoy lines. Still no bonuses to speak of. Expert for submarines. Can't pick a trait yet. Still learning some bonuses. I love Procna. That's in there. Well, anti-sub, screens, carriers, capital ships, subs, naval air defense, naval strike, fleet logistics. So considering our numbers, we now have a significant amount of troops that we can use for naval, or rather shore bombardment. Question is, do we want to conduct an airborne operation first? Rather, conduct a naval operation and then can have an airborne operation acting simultaneously? Or do you want to just throw them all? This one. Perfect Zeong. Standard research only. Nothing on production just yet. Can't build this one. The Australia area is the least defended right now with two armored divisions and an infantry division. I'd say we can also go to Africa, but that's an all armored formation, so I don't want that. These on the southern, and western side of orbit are pretty much the only options we have right now. So for that to work, we're gonna have to send you guys back to Luna 2, I suppose. Are you anyways? The heck are these guys? Oh. Get everybody in 3rd Airborne back here. Strategic deployment back to Luna 2. Get. Oh, there's no naval port? That can't be right. Paratroopers are here though, so I think it's a good time to start on. Ah? Percent chance of being intercepted, but there's no naval forces to speak of. They're all stuck here. What the hell is this sector talking about? Probably don't have enough ships to handle that. Trying to send you back. Oh, there you go. Hello, sir. That's done. I'm gonna send you to the paratroopers. Proper class is done on recon work. Let's get the basic MS torpedo up. I think my mobile suits will be ready for recon work once we've reached the gravity front, so I don't want to build the prober just yet. But all four of the available space fleets are now in action outside the atmosphere. We've also got a couple of aircraft conducting air operations in the area. Should get our air superiority units up on the side of the site as well. Yep, we're doing significant damage to the logistics and some of their buildings, so that's not much of an issue. Gonna need the 6th Airborne to prepare for airborne invasion. Going to land you here on the south side. Meanwhile, elements of the 3rd Marines, by the 12th Special Duties Brigade, to be conducting naval invasions here. Try to attack Africa. Hopefully we have the naval forces ready for that. Wait, I was looking at the wrong colonies. Well, whatever. We have an advantage here, I suppose. No, Side 2 doesn't have naval supremacy. In that case, I'm gonna detach some of the Navy here. To Side 2 on naval convoy escort. Admiral Prop. No. I'm also sending the whole fleet out to provide naval bombardments, naval invasion support, maybe? Yes. Should be enough. Just have to wait until everybody is prepared for the invasion. Base 7. Shoot. In that case, we're going to detach the Abawaku fleet, 2nd Patrol Flotilla for that. Naval invasion support as well. Yep. Ready to go. Mission support work. Standing by offshore, ready to rock. Got it going. Oh, whatever. Probably just waiting back at base. Oh. Talk, where do I want you? Alright, bring up some of the numbers for the Fort Support Flotilla. And just need the Marines to be ready to jump at any time. But still preparing, apparently. Air superiority is up. Naval superiority is up. We have air support and air superiority forces ready to go. We also have reserves ready to jump in should things arise. So where do I put these guys? Ah. Third rapid reaction force, huh? Let's hope these guys actually go to the spot I need them to. Oh, come on, Solomon. I wanted y'all here. Whatever. Excuse me. Once things go south, though, we're gonna need the closest armored formations to move up and provide beach and garrison support here. I don't feel too confident about this since they have a significant advantage in numbers already. In that case... Oh, that's not good. They got air support here. How the hell do they have an airport? I don't see anything here. Why do they have recon? Oh, that's probably my recon plan. Why is it an F-16? US Air Force markings to boot. That's funny to look at. Well, our own reconnaissance flyer here. Ligon class. Well, just to be on the safe side. Save scum time. I say that? Yes. Here we go. Conducting naval and air operations now. Let's hope this works. Naval support bombardment is there, thankfully. Once we've secured a foothold in orbit, we're going to pull up some of the elements of the 20th Joint Mobile Group to support. They're the one that has the least amount of action to deal with right now. It does need a port open. There you go. Where's the 20th? Elements of the 13th Autonomous Corps should be around here somewhere. Right. Strategic redeployment to this area, please. We got a couple of them coming in. On that note as well, the 8th Land Fleet should be ready to go. Orders are now forfeit. Go to the nearest port line and get ready to maneuver. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Where the hell did my paratroopers go? Okay, so bad news. By the looks of it, a wide front isn't a good idea. Miss Crawley. That was Miss Crawley's speech when they were going to conduct the operations on White Base, huh? So we need to have a wide, a good number of ships that would conduct, or rather, we should put them all on one spot, consolidate and dig in as soon as possible, and hope things aren't exactly as bad as they look. I'm gonna focus on Africa now. Hopefully this time it won't be pushed back. how many of these troops in orbit? It's going to be a bit difficult to expand there. Definitely going to need some more naval forces out as well. Good thing we have a lot of ships in the convoy. Gonna set out the 13th Autonomous Corps on naval work as well. That's the recon company complete. Conduct naval invasions from this point and there as well. These guys are also going to be doing that. Forgotten, and then going to be focusing on this area. Hopefully, we don't get pushed back as bad as we did in that last turn. But we should be able to set up a better defensive line with more organization, hopefully. Maybe I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. What else do we have to worry about? Apart from the ships, the enemies still have armored support, which is the main issue because they are they have a good amount of organization on their side, being defensive units. Just have to wait for everybody else to show up, and we'll have staff officer planning. Just waiting for everybody to get into position. We'll conduct our operations accordingly. Probably send in the 6th support corps as the first wave reinforcement once the landing operations are complete. Like there's any left for now. Or to improve conditions, I think. Everybody reached their starting point yet? What? The hell is the 12th motorized with 16th? What is the 16th doing? Why is it not on the jump-off point? Well, they had a bit of a delay in movement there, so we can't really use that much. Waiting for them to fully prep up. Naval fleet's ready to move as well. Once we get through, we just need to have the paratrooper push up probably. No, I don't think I want to go into the gravitational sphere just yet. They're gonna get wiped out by all the tanks rolling around. Just a bit more. So up on the reserves list, alongside these attacking forces, we have the 4th Reserve Mobile Force, which is a mixed-up garrison force right now, currently holding about composed of 3 army divisions and 3 mobile suit divisions. We have the 3rd Rapid Reaction Force, which is a mix of armored, mechanized, and mobile suits, as well as 1 mobile armor division. Currently scattered between Solomon and Luna 2. Gonna use them as our main striking force once we hit the planet side. The on home guard, they're all garrison troops stuck across the three main colonies. Side 3, about and Solomon. We're not gonna send them out on the front lines unless there's an absolute necessity for immediate reinforcement. 6th Support Corps is currently holding Side 2, but they're the most immediate reaction force we can use to reinforce troops here in orbit if need be. 7th Mobile Group, too far out around here in Side 1, but they're going to be useful for expansion for nations later. The 15th Mobile Corps is around Side 5 and are currently handling the area as a garrison force. We have, of course, Side 7 Garrison, which is guarding Side 7. Okay, so we're waiting for these guys to be in position. What? Maybe some of these guys aren't in position yet. What the heck are you guys doing? So much for my planning bonus. Now I gotta have to wait for the organization to come back on that one. Game decryption purposes. More free civilian factories to work with. How about radar? Production. Okay. No Minovsky particle interference will break through this one. Everybody in? To conduct operation. Just in case, save scum time. Now, conducting operations as is. Good luck, everybody. Where the hell are my naval forces? Okay, paratroopers up. Where's my front line? Where's my front line? Try to spread around to the right for the paratroopers here. Just this area. Oh, somebody went home again. The paratroopers just went home. What? How did that happen? Why the hell did you guys run away? Why did they run away? What the heck? Why are you going home? What? Gonna lose the... Oh, you dingoes. Dang it. We have the advantage and then they just ran away? Guess I need to check some notes. On naval supply. So it's definitely the supply issue by the looks of it. I have naval and air supremacy. Can't get combat without. Strategic bombing? They don't even have forts. It's just a supply bottleneck that's the issue. Look at that. No good lines there. How am I supposed to take them out? We're switching our air superiority to strategic bombing. Probably should split out the line there. They do have a lot of strategic bombers in the area, so something must be there. So what do I need? Expand on a wide area front, try to push them all out? Is that how it's gonna go? Do I try to engage them all at once? Instead of front here. In that case, it's a wide area assault now. Have the 15th Mobile Corps ready to rock. Naval invasion as well. Where is the 15th? Where are you? Oh, right. The 15th is here inside 5, so we're going to be conducting naval ops here. Try to attack here. Have the 7th Mobile Group conducting naval operations. Attacking from here as well. Gonna have you all support that attack. Send the elements of the 6th Support Corps. Okay, maybe not the 6th Support Corps, since they're already guarding the area as is. Side 7 Garrison, conducting naval operations. Be landing alongside the rest of the units here on the west side. Hopefully this time it'll be easy. Try it as this way. Hang on, they're not yet prepared. There's no naval superiority from that side of the thing. Orders. So I don't have enough fleets that can handle naval superiority. I think just have to concentrate on these areas. I mean, the 6th should be conducting. Hang on a second. I do have some spots on side 6 I can use. Guys. Oh, here. I could probably detach one of the fleets. Who's assigned here? Port support flotilla. Okay, never mind. Everybody's gonna be landing from side 6. Rather, side 2. Division order, please. Checking from here. You can also conduct paratrooper operations from here and then have them land here. Have the 15th Mobile Corps conduct paratrooper operations as well. Attempt to land on the Australian side of things, and we'll have gonna be a couple of waves by the looks of it. Let's just see how this works for the time being. Have to move into position though. Why are they not moving? Why are they not moving? They're not moving. They're not moving. The heck? Whatever. Let's just wait for these guys to jump in airdrop line. Wait for everybody to recharge, and then we'll try and conduct operations from here. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to set up another line of units to act as a buffer. Okay, base carried battery is done. Mine deployment, nice. Why is it very hot? They don't even have forts, so why the hell are we having? Are they sending the ships back? Paratroopers ready yet? Cobra Kai class ready to rock. Let's go with the Mont Blanc class. No, I don't need to build a Cobra Kai either. Cook them as is. Hopefully something's gonna happen properly. What? What, the entire paratrooper division got wiped out? You're kidding me. Okay, that's annoying. Now here's where the pain really starts to be felt. We can get our paratroopers out, but they're gonna get eaten alive. We can also try to put the paratroopers in the gravitational sphere, but they're gonna be surrounded, and that's going to be a pain as well. For the time being, I think we should just reconsider our options here. Put our troops in the proper positions for an attack. And hopefully get something done right. Let's reassess our options. The enemy has an advantage in numbers as far as defensive positions go. For some reason, supplies are pretty much cut off. So we either send somebody out to conduct naval operations here and that just have the supply planes conduct supply drops, or we just try to throw everything in there. Something sticks. Of course, that's not going to be easy. So, I think the easiest way out here is just conduct naval operations instead. This unit. 12 special duties. Airborne should be stuck there for the time being. 13th Autonomous Corps ready. 12th rather the 8th Land Fleet ready. I should probably detach some of the motorized divisions to support the 8th Land Fleet. Transport. Oh, it's 2 of them. Rather one, the other guy. Strategic deployment to the landing zone here. Dang it, what's taking you so long? Ace report. Send the 8th Land Fleet. This. Escorts that's 3. Rather naval invasion support. But we should have guys here for naval invasion support. We'll use the ports here to expand our invasion with attack the entirety of the southern end of the naval engagement, rather the southern end of the atmospheric front, so we can we can get a more expanded front here, hopefully doing enough damage to the big guys here. We'll have the paratroopers ready to support the naval invasion here. We can send them out to the middle. That puts us, that could jeopardize the entire operation, so we need to get all 38 provinces captured here on the south, which can be a serious pain in the butt, all things considered. Time being, let's just set up our naval invasion orders. It's flexible. Rigid cohesion. Balanced, don't rush it. Aggressive, carefully execute battle plans. Okay, these guys are going to be conducting naval assault plan. So I'm going to have y'all, wait, where are you? Oh, they're over here. Can I have y'all to conduct naval support plan, checking the weaker Africa front? Kind of low on numbers. So, paratroopers will be conducting a drop operation in support of the guys here. While the guys from the 13th Autonomous Corps and the other 20 under the 20th Joint Mobile Corps conducting operations here and attacking right side, or rather the left side. On the left, who else is available? Guys are going to be conducting naval operations from side 6 and landing here on the right. As well as these guys. Only got one division ready to rock there on the Africa front, or rather the South America, Australia front. Okay, set up naval invasion. here. Let them as well. Hopefully this time we'll get this right. Still prepping for the invasion, I'm afraid. Oops. Basic heavy battery is in place. Should get the Mont Blanc class up. If this still fails, I'm gonna call it a day. Just notice the time, it's actually pretty late. What else do I have to work with? Invasion forces are ready to go. Just need some time to move up. Everybody else to be prepared. Is so plantive. But everybody else. F-Pumps plan. Just waiting for another day for Shar. Another 14 days for Fun Cuspin, I'm afraid. How about everything else here? Side 7 garrison seems to be ready. Yep. Also preparing 17 days, in fact. Not to wait another 2 weeks for the paratroopers, or rather the amphibious forces, to be ready to conduct their naval landings. Time being, we'll have to wait for the air attack forces to bang the entire area down a couple of notches. Guys, ready? Not building that again. We should get some dual-purpose secondaries. Our options. Let me just check my notes. Could be something I missed. There's gotta be something for landing here. Well, just need to wait for the prep time to be complete. Perfect Xeon's ready to go. All our mobile suits already completed research by the looks of it, except for these guys, which needs the national focus for assaulting, well, rather, Jaburo. Everything else needs to complete. We can't really use mutually exclusive. Still waiting for this to complete as well. I think we need to focus on our naval forces then. Carriers, huh? I am going to build y'all. Not use mobile suit. Time to expand the capabilities of our mobile armor nations. Yong. This is Yong. It is a special operation. Is there an option for a support young? Apparently not. This would have been a good spot for a new type support unit. Well, what else? Got Jaegers, rifles, MGs. Anything I need? Gelgoog. Cannon. I already have cannon. Okay, just waiting on these guys to be complete with their planning. So many of them out here. I think I ought to redirect my paratroopers to the south. Scrap that plan, conduct paratrooper operations to Australia instead. Yes, thank you. Just waiting for this to be complete. Space 5. Space 5. Why are they going through Space 5? Whatever. Naval forces. Just need some more time for the prep to be complete. Ceilings. We have our offensive. Doctrine. Thank you. One organizer, actually. How about Yuri killing? I need somebody who is well, and doctrine is. Yes, that should be enough. Now, how many more days? Just need for Hidato Washiya to be complete. Then, once everybody is complete with their planning operations and preparations, we are going to conduct our invasion ops soon, but I need to save first. Remember, this has got to work. If it doesn't, I'll have to call it in. Rather call it for the day. Everybody fully prepared? Here's Guilib. But Tannenberg. Yep, that's just support. Radvizan also just on support work. Oh, that's an early Musai. Koenig. 2 kills, actually. A lot of notes here. Tokmel. Andra. To support. Andra. 1 kill. Rather, 1 sinking. A late Salamis class and an early Salamis class. That's the latter one is just support. Indra. Planes. Oh, Umo with 2 sinkings, though they're just both cruisers. Keel with 1 sinking and 2 assists. Sinking and 2 assists for the Wimmel as well. And Zatopek has 1 sinking and 3 assists. Pretty good, all things considered. But he's ready to rock. Where's my frat of the fleet? Oh, there she is. No action with her just yet. Still waiting on everybody to be prepared for landing invasion prep. Honestly, I don't want to send the paratroopers up here just yet. Done yet? Just one more. Okay. Alright, that's a call. It's time to rock. Let's see if we can actually get this done. Back naval prep, naval assault plan. Staff office plan. This guy. Oh, the paratroopers. Okay. Let's go. Hopefully we can do something about this. Come on, guys. Gotta hold. Why are they heading home? Is it seriously that bad? Is the supply situation really that bad here? Oh, God. Dang it. Supply yard. Need a better supply yard here. November? Are you kidding me? I need somebody up here. Who's available for deployment? And move quick. To the Xeon homegrown can I use? Nope, buddy. The invasion should be going well. How is it taking these guys so long? Did they seriously invest in cyber new types? Are they freaking stupid? There's an airbase? Oh, that's Dolos airbase. Why do I have these guys on? The landing's not doing much. At least we got guys here on the landing zone. Paratroopers can still conduct air operations if we want to, right? Why are they heading home? Let's hope that the third rapid motorized rapid reaction force should be able to hold that point there. Hidetowashi had forces pulled back quickly. Anybody I can deploy? Elements of the home guard seem to be available. Right, we're sending these guys in to try to dig in these landing zones. Hopefully they don't get pushed out before anything worse happens. Oh, come on! The situation isn't that bad. You can hold it, you... Swear to God, these guys are lazy bums. build the railways fast enough. Mostly it's because the naval yards got blown up on landing. Where did that landing ship go? Cripes. Air superiority inside 3. That's just great. Side 3. There goes our fuel lines again. Insane, I tell you, insane. Of the entirety of this formation, add that to the area defense. If nobody moves here, that's on them. We have to hold that line as much as possible. So the 8th Land Fleet should also be here. We can't get reinforcements up. Gonna send in the supply troops. Please tell me they'll make it in time. How's our win-loss rate? That's a lot of manpower loss. 15,000 in the last 12 months. Okay. That's more of the third rapid reaction brigade coming in ashore. How about the airborne formations? Are they? Why are they all on side 3? Gets a couple of defensive positions up. Ah, that's not good. That's planetside attack forces coming at us. The heck are these guys going? Where the hell are these guys not going? Oh, they're still late. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. Let's send you all here. Is that everybody? Sorry, some of them are still in the landing phase. Forward. Oh, come on. Why are they headed home already? The supply lines are fine. Very, very fine. What's wrong with these people? Screw it. You guys aren't gonna do that. I'm gonna force y'all to keep this area on defense. What's this? I got elements of the third rapid reaction force also in the pipe. It's been a mass charge. What the heck? Okay, that's a push up. I need y'all to be... I need y'all to defend this area. Thank you. These are elements of the 13th Autonomous Corps, which will also be on air defense. The paratroopers will handle the transport ships, rather the supply planes will handle landing and resupply, while the naval yards are currently under repair. We gotta expand the supply lines as well. But I need to put these up here. Some of the landings have been successfully activated. That's gonna be a problem. Their decryption up. Gonna have a hard time trying to defend. They have enemy air superiority reduction. They can also deal 100% of armor damage. That's the south sector controlled. Where is Gok? Where's the 6th support corps? What are you guys doing? Area defense. Expand the area over there. Once the supply situation has fixed itself, we're going to push up and try to clear some of these areas, and we can get the naval bases as well. Thankfully, our fuel production is good enough that we don't have to worry about fuel work for the time being. And actually send the 13th Autonomous Corps. Site 7 garrison down. Where are you guys? Oh. Send them on a frontline attack. Oh, that's an enemy fleet on patrol. Looks like some of their ships are running away. Nice. Advanced equipment conversion is done. That means everything in the industrial tab is clear. Time to get some improved light batteries up. Well, as much as I'd like to continue, I think this is a good time as any to call it in. Pretty much on a cliffhanger to boot, as we have a toehold on the orbital defenses. We still have a lot of armored formations up against us. 34 mixed divisions of armor and infantry, but they're suffering from supply issues. Meanwhile, our units, 17 divisions of a mix of mobile suits, mobile suits, land battleships, and mechanized forces are trying to dig in, reorganize, and hopefully looking for breakthroughs into the main front. Can we secure the orbital defenses and finally start the landing offensive that has been delayed? I don't know, probably get this one done. I kind of missed this because apparently it is a time-limited, the prerequisite is a time-limited event. So I don't know if we're going to be able to trigger Earth Invasion 2 if we manage to capture some of the orbital defenses. But whatever the case, we are now really going into the thick of it as we prepare for our planet-side invasion. So that's going to be exciting, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon, because I got a different stream plan tomorrow, and I've been delaying it for a bit now. Another tactics game, specifically the next season of Motorsport Manager. I'm trying to get through that now. It's been long time coming, in fact. And I honestly dread starting the new season because I have a terrible, terrible feeling that the engines aren't up to par and my drivers are also not in to do. Whatever the case, keep an ear out for what's going to be happening tomorrow. Hopefully nothing too drastic. With that being said, if you got a complaint or you got any valid reactions or complaints about the stuff I've streamed today, always drop me a line on Twitter or Mixib. If you've got a hankering for watching some of the older stuff I've already streamed, but may have been or have already expired here on Twitch, you can always check the VOD archive linked on the About tab of my profile page. Speaking of the profile page, you can always I'd really appreciate if you if you share my profile page around to people who might be interested in stuff I stream or who just wants to complain about PNG streamers in general. It's twitch.tv/slash lurk at work. That's all from me for now. Thank you once again for joining us on this rather slow slogfest of a journey through the Universal Century. We did get our listed objective on the stream description. Space Texas is now Xeon control under Xeon control. Maybe next time we're gonna take over the real Texas. All that being said, Lurk at Work is now RTV. Thanks again for watching. Keep an ear out for what's gonna be happening tomorrow. I'll see y'all. See y'all. Good night, everybody.